Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. The topic we are going to discuss today is Muslim scientists. That is on page number 7 of your biology book. We actually learn about the contribution of the Muslim scientists in the field of science. First of all, there are three famous scientists written here. First, number one is Jabir bin Hayyan, then comes Abdul Malik Asmai, and then comes Bu Ali Sina. First of all, Jabir bin Hayyan, he was born in Iran and then practiced his medicine in Iraq. But his famous books were Al Nabatat and Al Haywan. Nabatat, the word Nabatat actually represent plants, and Al Haywan is an Arabic word that represent animals. Fine, his two famous books are these. Then come Abdul Malik Asmai. He was considered as the first Muslim scientist who studied animals in detail. Fine, and his famous writings include Al Abil. Abil stands for camel, Al Khail, that is for horse, Al Wahush, that is called as animal, and then come Khalaqul Insan, about humans. Then comes Bu Ali Sina. He is honored as the founder of medicine, also called as Avicenna in the West. Fine, and his famous books are Al Qanun fi Al Tib, also known as the Canon of Medicine in West. These were three major famous Muslim scientists who have contributed a lot. Then comes the topics 1.2, the levels of organization. What does the term organization means? To organize something, to perfectly order something so that we can easily understand the basic step to the middle and the higher complex step. Fine, for that reason, first topic of level of organization in human being, in human body, is subatomic and atomic level. Subatomic and atomic, as you know, what is atom? Atom is the smallest particle that is divisible. You can divide it into subatomic particles. Atom, how many subatomic particles are there in atom? Everybody knows these are protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons, neutrons and electrons. Protons and neutrons are located inside the nucleus, whereas the electrons revolve around the nucleus. So these are called as subatomic particles. Together these subatomic particles make up one atom. Starting from the atom, as you know, out of 92 kinds of elements that occur in the nature, 16 are called bioelements. How many elements are present in nature? 92, but the 16 are called bioelements. Bio, what does it mean by bio? That are present inside living body, yet that take part in making the body mass of a living organism. It is an important definition. Now, out of these bioelements, these are 16. Out of these 16, 6 make up 99% of the total. These are oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium and phosphorus, and other 10, these are given in your book, collectively make only 1% of the total mass. For that percentage composition in the protoplasm living organism, these biomolecules are shown in this graph. Fine. Then comes molecular level. As you know, the atoms combine to form molecule. A molecule is the smallest. A molecule is the smallest part of a compound that retain the properties of that compound. In organism, what happens? These bioelements usually do not occur in isolated forms. They need to combine through ionic or covalent bonding. For that reason, what these bioelements are converted then into biomolecule. Biomolecule means it is being combined with something. Fine. An organism is formed by enormous number of molecules, and there are further types, and for that type they are further divided into two types of molecules, micromolecules and macromolecules. As the term indicate, micro means the smaller, and the macromolecules mean the larger, who has the molecular weight, very high molecular weight. Fine. If we talk about micromolecules, we have example of glucose and water. If we talk about high molecular weight molecules, these are called as macromolecules, and their examples are starch and proteins liquid. Fine. Then comes the topic organelle and cell level. Before going to describe the term cell, there is subcellular structures. There are subcellular structures in the human body, and these are called as organelles. Like atom has subatomic particles, similarly the cell has subcellular structures. These cellular structures are called as organelles, and these, when assembled together, they make up a unit of life. They are called as cells. Each type of organelle is specialized to perform a specific function. For example, the mitochondria, as you know, is present inside the body, are specialized for cellular respiration, whereas ribosomes are specialized for protein synthesis. Actually, what is mitochondria? What is ribosome? They are subcellular structures which are called as organelles. These are organelles. Then comes what? In case of prokaryotes and most, the entire organism consists of single cell, and in most cases fungi, all animals and plants, the organism consists of millions of cells. Now comes the fourth level of organization, tissue level. Obviously, these cells with similar cells performing the similar function, they organize to form a tissue. When similar cells performing a same or common or similar function, what they do? They form tissues. Tissue is a group of similar cells organized to perform for the performance of common function. For example, there are different types of plant tissues, as we know: epidermal tissues, ground tissue. If we talk about the animal tissues, we know there are nervous tissue, muscular tissues, cardiac tissue. Every tissue is destined to perform their particular function. Then comes organ and organ system level. Organ and organ system level. As you know, one type of tissue having related functions, when such tissues are united, they form a organ. They form organ. Organ. What does it mean? For example, stomach is an organ specialized for the digestion of proteins, for storing food. Fine. And there are two major types of tissues present in its structure: epithelial tissues that secrete gastric juice for the digestion of protein, muscular tissue that perform contraction of smooth walls, grinding of food. Fine. This is an organ, and it has some tissues that are particular for their functioning. The next level of organization is what? When such organs performing related functions are organized together, they form organ system. Which sort of organ system? If we talk about the digestive system, it means we are talking about the organ system level. The digestive system, what happens in digestive? It do the digestion, and the major organs are oral cavity, stomach, intestine, large intestine, liver and pancreas. All these organs together make a single organ system level. This is the example of it. Next come individual level. When an organ system level is developed, actually what happens, these organ systems, when organized in an individual organism, it forms an individual level. Fine. If all these activities are being conducted in one organism, it is called as individual level. When a man is engaged in continuous hard exercise, physical activity, not only his muscles are working, but also is there increase of rate of respiration. He is breathing very hard, heartbeat is high. Fine. Accelerated rate फील होगा, ऑक्सीजन बहुत ज़्यादा चाहिए होगी, ब्रेन भी आपका वर्क कर रहा है, आपकी फिजिकल एक्टिविटी भी हो रही है. इट मीन्स one individual, one organism is conducting so many functions at one time. Fine. Then comes population level. Then comes population. Before going to discuss this population level, we should know what is species. What is species? A species is defined as a group of organisms capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. Always remember, this is the pet definition for species. You should know. What is it? A group of organisms that are capable of interbreeding and producing fertile offspring. Habitat, the area where you live, the environment where you spend your time is called as habitat. Now comes population. You need to learn this definition of population. Population is defined as a group of organisms of the same species located at the same place in the same time. Okay, my students, what you have to learn from this definition, you have to learn what group of organisms of the same species. Species must be same for group of organism. It means if I am discussing about any species of cat, like I do have my pet Siamese, and this is a breed or species. If I took 10 samples of Siamese cat from different Siamese cat, but it should be Siamese cat. For example, you can take any Persian cats, but you took 10 Persian cats. It means you are discussing about the same species. located at the same place, that must be from the same place, not from one from England, one from UK, one from USA and one from South Africa. No, you have to take the Siamese cat that are present in the same area, like in the Pakistan. Fine. In the same time, if you are taking the Siamese cat in 2021, you must have the same samples of 2021. They together make a population, one population. Human population in Pakistan in 2010 comprises of how many million individuals, as you can see. It means we are discussing about the species present in Pakistan, and in 2010 we are fulfilling the demand of our definition. Fine. Then comes community level. When different populations are assembled in one area, fine, when they are assembled in one area and they are interacting with each other within the same environment, it is called as community. For example, a forest, it is an example of a complex community. As you can see, there are plants, microorganisms, fungi, animal species, habitat आपको पता है हर तरह का मौजूद है, बायोटिक है, बायोटिक components मौजूद हैं. Fine. Then comes biosphere level. The part of the earth inhabited by organisms, communities, is known as biosphere. Bio means living area. Those part, the blanket of air that is surrounding us and within which the organisms, living organisms are living, interacting and constitute the ecosystem, are known as biosphere level. So this is the topic for today. Hopefully you will learn it. Thank you.